Today we're going to be talking about 5 wide receiver drills to help you get shifty. This first drill is going to be called our hurdle crossover restack drill. So how this helps wide receivers get shifty is, I would say it helps you like mid-route, right? So let's say, for example, this yellow hurdle is like a linebacker. Let's say maybe I'm a slot wide receiver, or you can say this is even on the outside, but I got a linebacker who's like 3 to 5 yards in front of me, and let's say I have to run like a 10-yard corner, right? So let's say the quarterback's to my left. I don't want to just try to run around this linebacker and have him get hands on me, reroute me and force me to the sideline. What I want to do is I want to close the space with him, give him a quick little move, quick little hip shift, make him miss, again, getting shifty, and then release outside into my break. So what you would do is you would run up to him, you would close space, quick 1-2, you would get around him and try to restack him. So that's what this drill is ultimately going to be working on. So you need 2 hurdles. If you don't have hurdles, guys, you could set up literally 3 cones in a line. So just something that forces you to have to get around, all right? So you're going to start out like this, left foot's going to be up, set, go, we burst up to this hurdle. It's going to be outside release and then inside release. So it's going to be a right-left crossover, dip that shoulder, stay tight, try to restack yourself over the hurdles, left-right crossover, dip the shoulder and restack. So I'm going to show you how this should look full speed. I recommend doing about 5 reps of this each side, where you go outside release, inside release, then maybe going inside release, outside release. But I'm going to show you again how this drill should look full speed. Also, fellas, if you are a wide receiver or a quarterback and you would like to train with myself and my staff of coaches this offseason, we are going to be traveling out to 15 different cities across the U.S. for 2-day-long QB and wide receiver training camps. So guys, check out that very first link in the description below if you're interested, you would like to train again with myself and my staff. We're going to be coming out to San Francisco, California, Orlando, Florida, Phoenix, Arizona, Charlotte, North Carolina, Austin, Texas, Chicago, Illinois, Seattle, Washington, Las Vegas, Nevada, Newark, New Jersey, Birmingham, Alabama, Houston, Texas, Boston, Massachusetts, Columbus, Ohio. Then we'll be heading out to Boise, Idaho, and finishing off our tour in Los Angeles, California. So guys, if you want some more information, want to sign up, you're local to any one of those cities, all of these camps will sell out. Our San Francisco camp is sold out. Orlando, Phoenix, and Charlotte, you guys have like literally probably 3 spots remaining, and Austin, Texas, 3 spots remaining. So guys, make sure you check out that very first link in the description below. We'd love to have you there. Now, this next drill is going to help wide receivers get a little bit more shifty off the line of scrimmage. So we're going to be working on something called a wide step release, or some people might refer to this as a jab step release. So this is a situation where you have a DB who's maybe outside shade press, let's say, and let's say, for example, you have to run like a 10-yard corner. So you have outside shade press. He's outside shade for a reason. His goal is to not let us get to the outside. So if my goal is give him a move inside, force the outside release, he's going to keep his leverage, get hands into me, squeeze me to the outside, and cut down the amount of space I have to be able to run my corner. So you have to get comfortable taking an inside release even when you have outside shade press, or I should say this, you got to get comfortable taking an inside release even when you have an outside breaking route. So a great move that you can use is something called a wide step. So this wide step is going to be built off of something called a kick step. So a kick step is where you load your hips up, and this is to give us that like shifty explosion off the ball. You load your hips so you get a little bit more explosion and distance into this move. So this is going to be a 2-step sequence drill for that wide step. So all you're going to do on the first go, it's going to be set, go, kick, throw, and you're going to hold it. Then you're going to come back. Second go, set, go, kick, go, and then you're going to get up into this route. So it works on, guys, us loading my hips and throwing my hip to give me a little bit more of a shifty release off the ball. So I recommend doing about 5 reps where you're kicking with the right foot, and then 5 reps where you're doing that kick wide step with the left foot. We're going to show you how this should look full speed. Now this next drill, fellas, is going to work on a violent hip drop that you need at the top of the route to help us have like more like, I guess you could say like shiftier breaks, shiftier change of direction, but also this can help, fellas, if you like catch a screen pass, you're running, defender takes an angle, you got to put the brakes on and drop your hips. It just works on that violent drop of my hips for a faster change of direction, which is really what being shifty is all about. So I call this our hand slam leg switch drill. So you're going to start out on your single foot, so you can start on your right foot or your left foot. You're going to have your hands above your head. All you are going to do is you're going to act like you are holding like a medicine ball, and you are slamming it to the ground, and you are trying to tie your shoes. But when you do that, you are going to switch your feet, drop your entire body level, try to touch your chest to your quad, and have your hands tie your shoelaces, and you're going to hold this position. But that exchange needs to happen as fast as possible. To make a violent change of direction, you have to work drills that work on that same violent drop, but also drills that work on single leg stability, balance, and also ankle stability, which is why we balance on one foot on this drill, because it's a lot easier said than done. It is very hard to run full speed and put the brakes on. It requires a great deal of strength, balance, and like I said, stability. So this drill, I recommend doing 8 reps on each side. Start on your right foot. Remember, we slam down, switch my feet. If you fall off balance, just try to get your balance, keep your head even with your knee and even with your foot, and that's a great way to like be able to hold this, okay? So we're gonna show you how this drill should look full speed. This is gonna be our box cut 4-cone, or I should say 5-cone drill. So you're gonna set up 5 cones here. There's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4 individual box cuts that you are going to do. Now, a box cut is something I like using on at least a dig route, or in some cases an out route, but really a 90-degree braking route when you have a defender who is, I guess you could say, think of it like a safety. Let's say you're a slot wide receiver, you have 2 high safeties deep, and you gotta run a 10 to 12 yard like dig route in front of that safety. So you're pushing vertical to that safety. A box cut is where you're taking 4 steps, as there's 4 corners in that like box, if you will, and all you're going to be doing is like it's drop 1 2 crossover 3 4. So I would say it's going to be drop 1 2 3 4. So if you were braking to the left, which is where we are running this dig, you want to drop with your left foot first. So it would be 1 2 3 4. Come back out and brake. So what we were trying to do is when we drop 1 2, we're trying to draw the defender in. 3 4, we're trying to make him miss and think I'm going in the opposite direction. So this drill just kind of works on, I guess you could say, the foot placement of this. So the rhythm of this drill is going to be right, left, right, left. And then if we were to switch sides, it would be left, right, left, right. So you're starting out with your left foot up. It's drop 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. We're going to show you a more full speed version of this drill after this, but this is just to get the steps down and the technique down of this move, because really it's almost like learning a dance. You have to get the steps down, you have to be able to walk before you can run, and that's what we were trying to accomplish here. So I'm going to show you how this should look full speed, but remember, this is if I am running a dig and I draw the defender in, make him miss, and then go, which is a great move to help you receivers get more shifty. Also, fellas, if you are a wide receiver and you would like a daily workout schedule that you can follow for 2 months total, check out that second link in the description below for our elite wide receiver training package. Guys, like I said, it's 2 months of daily workouts for receivers. We map out the exact days, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, etc. We map out the exact sets and reps. We put everything into splits, like split 1, you're doing this, split 2, you're doing that, and we provide a video example of each on-field drill and gym exercise. So guys, check out that second link in the description below if you're interested and you want to take your skills as a wide receiver to the next level. Now this is going to be a little bit faster paced drill to work on that box cut that we were just discussing, where you drop 1 2, crossover 3 4. So you're gonna start out here. I call this a stool drill because it's like in the pattern of a stool. So you go up, you go flat, and then you go back down. So you're gonna start out with your right foot up. You are braking off of your 3rd step total on each one of these cones. So it's set, go, we come off. 1 2, drop 1 2 3 4, cross, push off of this. 1 2 1 2 3 4, coming back out. You could have a quarterback give you a ball right here. If you don't have a quarterback, just make sure that you accelerate through full speed. So this is a more, I guess you could say, game speed, game realistic drill to work on that box type cut on a 90-degree angle. So I recommend doing about 5 sets where you're working off of when your right foot's up, off your 3rd step. To work it the other way, you would take that cone, that green one, move it to the opposite side, start with your left foot up, and you go 1 2 1 2 3 4, 1 2 1 2 3 4, come back the opposite way. So I recommend 5 reps on each side. We're going to show you how this should look full speed.